So I know that this is a great opportunity for shops, mobile techs, anybody who sells devices to be able to buy from you guys, not have to buy hundreds and hundreds of devices at once, but also get a really good deal. I know before, partnering with RFA and becoming an RFA vendor, we did do some research on pricing and all of that, and you guys have a great difference in pricing. So I want to give you guys the space. Just go ahead, and you have the screen share up, so I'm sure you have some information to go over. I know you're going to do a walk around. I'm going to be asking questions, but I'm just excited to hear more about what you guys do.
Good morning and good afternoon. This is Elizabeth Chen. I'm the founder of Petroleum Group. Along with me is Michelle Chen. She's our project manager. We are delighted to meet you at this Zoom meeting. Petroleum has been in the cell phone business for a decade. We have 3 global presence in Dallas, Dubai, and Hong Kong. So all the fully functional phones are sold from the Dallas warehouse. We are the #1 partner of adding value in mobility, wholesale, and distribution by doing repair, refurbish, and resell. Petroleum is specialized in providing exceptional mobile devices solution to wholesale buyers, e-commerce sellers, and the businesses around the globe. With facilities in 3 global locations, we cater to a global clientele, ensuring quality, efficiency, and satisfaction. So while working with Petroleum, we are the leading global wholesalers in Apple, Samsung, and other mobile brands. We have large physical stock with quality standards, competitive price, as Nicole said, and customer warranties. We do the same-day shipping, which is a great feature of our company. And from the Dallas warehouse, if we receive your wire by 4 p.m., we'll ship it the same day. Our phones are fully functional, tested. We have different cosmetics grades like new A, B, and B. Michelle will go into details. Is FMIP locked and carrier locked? Is FMIP unlocked and carrier unlocked? We are also R253 certified for both our Hong Kong and the Dallas facility. We're also ISO certified. So what Petroleum can do with RFA and you is historically, Nicole mentioned, we do large volumes with large second tier, third tier global distributors. However, business is changing, and we do see a great opportunity with RFA and you. And we, after some research with Nicole and her organization, we find out that we can provide some good values to you by giving you a steady source of used phones with easy recurring orders and discounted group price, as Nicole said. We give you quality phones so you can focus on expanding your business. Also, extra income stream by sending used phones to your customers doing the one-stop shop.
Yeah, and I want to add in there real quick. If you are a member and you're watching this video and you're not selling devices, you should be. Used device market is really, really in demand always. I mean, I never understood why shop owners didn't sell devices. And with Trillion, I mean, RFA, the team, they did the research. The pricing is different. You are actually lower than what you would find anywhere else because they're normally selling such big bulk, but have worked with the RFA to open up to retail shops. So you really are buying from the wholesaler's wholesaler. So just keep that in mind. And if you're already buying devices and you have loyalty built to another wholesaler, I understand what that could be like. But you can still reach out to them and just entertain the idea and see what the price differences are, right? Let them know what you're usually purchasing and compare the prices yourself. Let them give you some price lists and things like that and just check it out. You can go ahead, Elizabeth. I just wanted to fill that in.
Sure. So if you didn't want to invest whole lot in your business, and the RFA does provide finance options with Olympus, and they have 30-day finance option, which is great benefit for your expansion of business. So I'm going to give this to the next time to Michelle to give us more details on our product and the pricing. And also she's going to give you a tour of the warehouse and show the phones. Michelle?
Yep. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. And if you're not joining live, thanks so much for watching this. I'm super excited to give you guys a more in-depth look of what Trillion Technologies does, what our products are, pricing, and our warehouse. So without further ado, I'll go to the next slide. So there are different ways that we can work together. We talked about before us being a wholesale partner for you, supplying you with high quality pre-owned devices with flexibility and order volume. But we also have other services that we can partner with you on, such as offering repair services. So doing more advanced repairs potentially than what you are currently able to do. We can also offer testing and sorting services. So if you have a trade-in program or you're looking to do a trade-in program, we can help sort and test your customer trade-in phones. And then lastly, we can offer recycling services. So since we are an R2V3 certified company, you can give your customers end-of-life devices to us and we can responsibly recycle those. There are a few ways you can help grow your business with us. First is to create new revenue streams. So as Nicole mentioned, entering into selling pre-owned devices is very lucrative and is a growing market. So if you're looking to expand your product portfolio that way, you can do that by partnering with us. You can reach a wider customer base, so cater to those customers that are looking for affordable and reliable alternative to new devices, and also differentiate from your competitors. So basically creating your business as a one-stop shop for all things mobility. So serving the customer from the beginning of the life cycle, from first purchase to throughout repairing, and then also trade-in and recycling.
I have a quick question about that, Michelle. So as far as
Sure.
buyback, do you guys have like an active list of pricing that you offer? So say that they are buying back devices in their store, how can they quickly compare what you'll pay for it? And usually what is like the threshold? Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, sorry, you're on me.
That's okay.
So
Oh, I
we
was mute
don't
though.
have, so
Oh, shoot.
sorry
I'm
to
sorry. I thought I was
clarify.
unmute.
Okay, I think Nicole didn't finish her question. Can you continue finish your
Okay.
question that we can
I'm so
answer?
sorry. I thought I was unmuted. No, so I was just wondering if they do buy devices in their store, do you have an active list somewhere where they can quickly check the price that you would pay for that device?
Oh, you mean the
So
recycle for the end recycle price,
Well,
correct?
they're not really recycling it, no. So cell phone
Oh,
stores
just buyback.
mention,
You mean the
yeah,
buyback?
if you go back one slide, Michelle, you said something about buyback, right? So if they want to sell devices to you, right? So you said trade in. So if somebody comes in and like, okay, I want to sell my iPhone 12 to this store, the store has to give them a price to buy it. Do you buy those from the store or you do not buy those?
I can answer that
no,
question. So our phones primarily coming from the major vendors and the large recyclers. So we are the first tier distributors for them. So we get a direct source from them. So very good price. Also, if the repair shop owners want to sell their trading products to us, we can give them price. They can compare with if they sell to Gazelle, to Eco ATM, even trading to AT&T or Verizon, this brand, they can compare the price. We definitely offer better price, better.
Okay, great. So you don't actually buy back individual devices from the
We
store.
don't.
I get what you said. Okay, okay. All right. I just
We
wanted to
buy in
clarify that.
bulk.
Okay.
We
Okay.
only buy in bulk.
Yeah, so the part where it says trade-in program on this slide is just meant to illustrate if your members do have a trade-in program, we can help boost that program by offering testing and sorting services for
I
those.
see. So
Yeah,
services for that
yeah,
process. Okay, I understand. Okay,
exactly.
thank you, Michelle. You can continue.
Yeah, no problem. So now let's look at our cosmetic grading. So we have a standardized grading system with 4 different types of grading from AA, which is like new, all the way to B gradings. We grade on screen, bezel, back, and charge port. So I'm going to get into what are the specific examples of what these things could look like. But in terms of what you guys need to know, depending on who your customer is, if your customer is more price focused, value driven, then B phones would be better for them. Whereas if you have a customer who's more focused on cosmetics, then they would probably be more interested in the A grades.
Yeah, and real quick, does anybody have any questions up to now? So I know they kind of talked about a lot. If you do, you can always put them in the chat. If you really want to, you can unmute yourself and talk, but feel free to ask any questions. We'd love to answer them as she goes along.
Yeah, definitely. So starting with our AA, which is like new grade, warranty. We have a 30-day warranty. Is that correct, Elizabeth?
Yes.
So, okay, awesome. For our
So what
AA
if
phones,
so is that warranty from when they purchase it from you? Because cell phone store could buy a bulk lot and it may take them a couple of weeks to sell it. When does that, so like say they sell it, then the user uses it and within 30 days they come back with an issue. Like how does that work? Because the stores aren't going to like immediately use them, right? Is there a way that you work with the stores?
So let me answer this question, Nicole. So we've been working with large distributors, like what I said, the second tier, third tier, or e-commerce buyers. So we give them 30 days warranty, like the day they receive the product, counted 30 days. If they have any, usually our distributors, they will test the phone right away before they give it to their customers. So they will know right away if the phone has any issues. With your member, I suggest when they get their phones, they do a testing. And if they find any problem, let us know. We can do an exchange for them. They can send the phone back. We can replace them or repair them. So our RMA rate, by the way, is very low. It's less than 1%. So that's one of
Okay.
the advantage of working with us.
That's awesome. So yeah, to answer your question, also, Jeff, if you have any feedback on that or any insight you want to type into the chat for them to understand if that warranty works for you and what your concern is. And if you guys are watching this or in the ones that are live, testing devices when you buy them from a wholesaler should be a normal process. But if you have any feedback on that, definitely type it in there. I'm sure that they would love to hear that. But you go ahead.
definitely. Awesome. So yeah, going back to our grading system, our like new is no visible scratches on the front or the back. Everything else is like new cosmetically. Um, Also, I forgot to mention on this going back, all of our grades are fully tested, fully functional, and have a battery health of at least 80%. Um, so regardless of grading, all of our phones are fully functional. So going into our A grade, on the screen there may be some hairline scratches. There may be some less than 1 millimeter spots or scratches on the frame, some hairline scratches on the back, and slight wear on the charge port. And then for our AB phones, we accept light scratches on the screen, some spot chips and pits acceptable on the frame, light scratches acceptable on the back, and moderate wear on the charge port. And then lastly, for our B grade, On the screen, there will be multiple scratches. On the frame, there may be multiple pits and minor dents. On the back, heavy scratches, moderate discoloration, and the charge port can have heavy wear. Now we're going to give you guys a preview of what our pricing looks like. So we have different pricing relative to the type of iPhone, the size, and the grading that we assign it. So going from iPhone 7 all the way to
And this
14,
is
I can just
currently, as of now, pricing.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
is okay.
Yeah.
So
We
as of
do
the
price
time that this
adjust.
is recorded, so this was recorded August 29th, 2023. So I want to date the video so then people know, you know what I mean, what they're looking at. And if you guys
Exactly.
that are on here right now, if you have any pricing to compare this to and you kind of want to put it in the chat, let us know what you see right now from your normal wholesaler. Hi, Jeff. Hey, Joby. Thank you guys for being here.
Definitely, yeah. So we have daily price lists and quantities available that you can request from us, and we'll happily send that to you as needed.
Any questions about this? You guys chime in. We'll just let her keep going.
Okay, so now that we're done with this portion of the presentation, we can go into our warehouse tour. I'm going to quickly transfer to my phone and walk to the warehouse, so I'll be back in a second.
Okay, when Michelle is walking to the warehouse, I'm going to give you a few more facts about our company. So I just mentioned that we are direct with major carriers and large recyclers. So we do get a competitive price, being the first tier of sourcing, direct sourcing. And we do in-house repair, polishing. We also, for the more difficult repair, we give it to our Hong Kong and Dubai facility to do. So we do kinds of have all in the trillion operation, so we can offer a competitive price to you. We also offer good benefits to our employees, like we are a small operation in the US with 30 employees, 30 plus, I should say. But we offer 401k and matching. We also give health benefit. We give seniority pay. So we keep skilled employee and we have happy workforce. All phones are processed with love and care. So
That's great. That's awesome.
yeah.
I love hearing that, Elizabeth. That does mean something, you know, with employers. We do want to take care of our employees. They're families that we're kind of responsible for. Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody asked a question. Does the list have to be requested, or is there a website that they can visit and view the price and order?
So with the current setup is we sending the price list and the stock list through WhatsApp to our recurring buyers. We could add, it depends on how RFA is going to work with us. We can either send the list to Nicole distribute, or we can set up different ways. We can directly send it to the ones who joined RFA.
Yeah. So the way that we do this, if you were to go right now to your RFA portal, you would go down to Trillion, fill out the jot form, and that's going to record them as an RFA member with them, and then they can just send it to you directly. So there you go. That's how we're going to do it. So that's great, Elizabeth. Thank you. We've got Michelle, and she's in the warehouse.
Hi. Okay, yeah, I'm in the warehouse now. It looks like we just got a shipment in, so they are in the process of unboxing some phones. But this is our 20,000 square foot warehouse in Dallas, Texas. I'm gonna show you guys the different parts of this space. So we have a receiving line, 3 production lines, a polishing room, inventory cage, and a shipping line. First, I'm going to start off with the receiving line. So you saw some people unboxing some phones. They're going to make their way to this line where they do an initial sorting based on cosmetics. So we'll scan in the IMEIs and then determine where the phones will go from here. This first line is the testing and grading line. So after our initial sort, the phones that are ready to be tested and graded will come here. So first we have our cleaning station where we'll remove any debris from the earpiece, charge port, screen. We'll do a quick clean here. And then we move on to this station where we check for battery health, and depending on the health, we will either repair or replace the battery. And then we'll do functional testing. We use manual processes as well as the software to check the camera, speakers, pixels, facial recognition, all those functional things. And then after the functional testing, we'll go ahead and grade them based on cosmetic condition. So this is where we determine the like new, A, B, B, and then they're sorted. And then they're put into the cage and they'll be ready for sale. This next line is our screen repair line. So any phones that we receive that have damaged screens, cracks, any phones that need to have their screens replaced, basically, we will go ahead and fix or replace screens. And now I'm walking over to our last production line, which is our repair line. So any phones that were functionally tested and had issues with the camera or the speaker, this is the line that does those kinds of repairs. And this is also where we process our RMA phones, but as Elizabeth said, we have less than 1% returned to us. So now I'm going to head to the polishing room. So after the initial sorting during the receiving process, if there are cosmetic damages, scratches on the front or the back of the phone, on the frame of the phone, we'll take it here to improve the cosmetic condition. So minimizing those scratches, buffing the frames. We have these polishing machines that minimize the scratches.
Yeah. Those are big ones. Much bigger than the ones I've seen.
Sadly,
We have 8
you
of them.
can't see them walking.
Wow.
We can put a 12 in one machine, 12 phones in one machine.
Wow. I've seen the ones that do one at a time. That's great.
So after they get polished, they get dried, and then we apply a coating to improve the touch of the phone and that anti-fingerprint coating. So that is the polishing room. And now
I think we get some questions. We'll answer after Michelle.
yeah.
Okay. No,
Okay,
we answer them
sorry.
when Michelle's done. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So now we have the cage where we keep all of our ready to sell inventory. So all of these phones are fully tested, fully functional, and have been graded. As you can see, we have a lot of product ready to be sold. We have it organized by grade and then by model, size, and color. I'll give you a preview of what they look like in here. So each of our phones are individually wrapped in a protective case. We also cover the camera to protect the lens. Each of our phones has an IMEI code on the back, as well as a sticker for the grading. So this is our page. And then lastly, we have our shipping line. So this is where we ship all of our orders. We scan all of the IMEIs on the order to include on the packing list. We have our scanner here. We'll package all of the phones in a double sleeve for protection. And then we also have these special boxes that are lined and minimize damages to the phone while in transit.
Thank you. That's great. This is a great tour. I mean, rarely do people get to see in the background of this kind of operation. So if you've never seen this before, it's very interesting. Did you have anything else you wanted to show us, Michelle?
Nope, that's it. Thank you. We
Okay,
can take
thank
it to the
you.
questions.
Okay, so it says, do any devices have the service warning for battery or screen? Like for programming, like serial numbers and things like that. If so, are there any discounts?
That's a very good question. So those are the people who does serious phone business. We do like Apple has made this very sophisticated. So anytime you have any batteries that's less than a certain percentage, you get a warning. If somebody changed LCDs with aftermarket, you will get or camera, you will get warnings in telling you those parts are not original. I had worked with Apple and I had talked with their repairing department. They said it's okay to, somebody use aftermarket if you bring if your phone broken, you bring to the store, they can ask you option. Do you want original or you want aftermarket? So obviously aftermarket is cheaper. So we buy phones directly from the carriers. We get all different kinds of phones. If the phone has a message, any pop-up message, we sell with a discount. So that's
How
the
do they
story.
get that pricing for the
Oh,
discount?
it's all in the price list. So we
Okay.
have regular price for AA all the way to B. Then we also have on the bottom, we have like with aftermarket camera or with field facial recognition. Those are discounted price, you can see.
Got it. So there's additional pricing in that list out
Yes.
failures like
Yes.
Face ID failure, warnings,
Yes.
things like that, and it's a different price.
Some people
Okay, great.
don't care about it and they want to
Right.
just get working phones. So they don't care about that. And you get a
Definitely.
good price
Okay.
for that.
Got it. Are you welding any batteries to try to combat any issues with that within, I know some of the newer models you can't, but is that just go right into the list of devices that are a discount with the warning?
If that battery is below to certain percentage, like older models, like we guarantee with 80%. The newer model, you can usually get 90% and above. But if anything that's less than 80%, we sell to Hong Kong.
All right. You guys have any other questions? All right. Did you guys want to add anything before we go? We've recorded this. You guys know how to reach out to them. You have the form that makes sure that they know you're an RFA member. So then you can get the additional benefit, which is $2 to $5 per device, depending on what device, off additional to the already good prices, which is great. So definitely do that. And that form will go right to them and then they'll reach out to you directly. So you guys can get all the information you need. But Elizabeth, Michelle, did you want to add anything or?
I think we talk a lot about
Yeah,
our company and especially the phone. I think everybody's grading is different because it's the secondary market. So usually you will say, oh, okay, somebody's price is better than you, that you really have to look into the grade to really compare apples to apples. So we think our price is very competitive. Our phones are high quality, like what I said, our phones are processed with care and love. So once you see our product, you will love it.
great. Thank you. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. Michelle, thank you for everything and doing the tour. That was awesome. And you guys will be at the Gadget Repair Expo. So if you guys go to the expo, you can also meet them in person and learn more about devices. So, all right. Thanks you guys for being here. All right.
Thank you,
everyone.
Nicole, and thanks everybody.
Thanks.
Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.